Doesn't it sound exciting to have international experiences? Maybe move abroad, work, study, or travel internationally? Well, at first, yes. But what's it really like to have international experience after the excitement phase? How can we prepare for a successful international experience? Here's the thing, international experiences go much deeper than just having new experiences, like visiting new places or living in a foreign country. I say this from experience, and that's why I decided to make a video about this and dive deeper into it together. So let's get started. I started having international experiences when I was 16, visiting the U.S. for the first time. Later, I got to study, live, and work in Italy during my 20s, and eventually I moved to the Netherlands in my 30s. What I'm trying to say is that I've experienced the international life multiple times and in different stages of my life. And all these experiences made me realize one thing. When you step into diverse international environments with different cultures, you're also stepping into the journey of personal growth. You face many challenges, and if you want to succeed, you have to reinvent yourself and grow into new versions of you multiple times. You're constantly pushed out of your comfort zone, need to embrace change, and adapt mentally, emotionally, physically, and even spiritually. But let's be honest, it's not always an easy journey, especially if you're not prepared for it. That's why I decided to create this new series to talk about the reality of international experiences and go deeper and look at things from different lenses. In this series, we'll explore having international experiences with a holistic approach, meaning that we look at the big picture. This video is the first one and an introduction to the series. So if you're interested in learning more about the reality of international experiences with a holistic approach, subscribe for the next videos. Let's start the first video with what I exactly mean by a holistic approach and why this approach is so important for anyone navigating international experiences. You can take a holistic approach to anything in life: health, education, or even leadership. A holistic approach means looking at the big picture. If one part of a system isn't working well, the whole system can't function properly. For example, if you want to be truly healthy, you can't just focus on eating well, working out, and getting enough sleep. That only covers the physical side of health. But if you see yourself as the whole system, you realize that your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being also plays a big role in your health. For example, if you're constantly stressed, it will affect the entire system, making it hard to stay healthy. On a spiritual level, if you feel like your life has no purpose or no meaning, over time it can impact your physical, mental, and emotional health as well. Having international experiences works the same way. It's like a system. It's not just about physical preparation, like learning a new language. It's also about developing your mental, emotional, and even spiritual sides to truly grow from these experiences. So let's go over each of these sides one by one and see what they are in the context of having international experiences and why they're so important. Let's first dive into the mental side. How do you adapt when everything around you feels completely unfamiliar? Have you ever felt stuck or overwhelmed because your mind is trying to process so many changes at the same time? Are you mentally ready and strong enough to handle a lot of change? Here's the thing. Our brains are incredible at adapting, but we need the right tools to make this process easier. In this series, we'll explore simple ideas from neuroscience to help you work with your mind as your friend. Because if not, you will be the one standing in the way of your own success and limiting yourself all the time. We'll talk about how you can rewire your limiting beliefs, build resilience, and create a mindset that can help you grow and evolve in international contexts. For example, how can you overcome all the different fears that you will face on your journey? Or how can you stay positive when challenges just keep coming? Your mindset is the foundation for everything else. So that's a very important part of having a successful international experience. Another reality is that having international experiences is like a roller coaster of emotions. You'll feel everything from excitement, frustration, joy, stress, fear, and sometimes all of these at once. And that's completely normal. Emotions are a natural part of the journey, but how you manage all these emotions is very important. One key skill we need to learn is emotional resilience. It's learning how to manage different emotions all at once, the ups and downs, without letting them control us. In this series, we'll also focus on how to build that resilience and stay grounded even when things get very hard. For example, how do you cope with feeling excluded when you're in a new place? Or how can you build meaningful connections when cultural differences make it difficult? These emotional challenges can affect your experience, but with the right mindset and tools, you can navigate them with confidence. Now let's focus on the physical side. This is where we turn theory into action. Whether it's learning a new language, building confidence, or mastering communication skills, these are all the things you can learn and improve over time. For example, this can be about learning how to speak another language as a professional, or how to speak confidently in a new environment, even if you're stressed. In this series, we're going to cover all these together. And finally, the spiritual side. It's something you might not think about at first, but it plays a big role in your journey too. Have you ever wondered, who am I without my home, my culture, and my usual routines? When you step into a new environment or country, it's natural to question your identity. You might also feel a bit lost as you try to figure out who you are in this unfamiliar space. But here's the thing, this is a time for growth. International experiences challenge you to connect with yourself on a deeper level. You'll be pushed to reflect on what truly matters to you. And in the process, you'll discover new parts of you and your true self. You'll find a bigger purpose and meaning. In this series, we'll talk about how to find the right balance in your international experience and build a sense of purpose, something that not a lot of people talk about. It's about staying authentic instead of feeling the need to pretend to be someone you're not. Because ultimately, these experiences aren't just about where you are, they're about who you're becoming. It's about what you need to unlearn and relearn and what you can teach others. So that's what the series is all about. The reality of international experiences through a holistic approach. I hope you're feeling inspired to dive deeper into this journey together. Now, let me know in the comment section, what's one thing you're excited or nervous about when it comes to having international experiences? It doesn't matter whether it's living abroad, traveling, working internationally, and so on. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so share your stories in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.